Hey folks, it's Jim. Nice to be back with you on Song Tripping, and I am continuing my series of A Very Merry Christmas album reviews. These were albums that were released by the Grant's department store chain, and they started in 1967, and they went through 8 volumes, and I am up to now volume number 6. And remember, with volume 5, they switched to the RCA label and they stuck with RCA for the next couple. So here is volume 6, the album cover. All right. One thing I forgot to mention last time with volume 5 is, and it's one of the few things I like about the switch to RCA, I really like the logo, that Christmas tree design and the font choice. It's fun, it's whimsical, very 70s, and brings back a lot of happy memories. Here's the back cover. You can see a lot of familiar faces. That a lot of these artists showed up on volume 5, and in many respects this is a similar album. So let me share with you some notes on the tracks. We start with Perry Como, just like we did last time. There's no Christmas like a home Christmas. It's an odd way to open the album, though, because it's pretty much a snooze fest. The melody wanders around. Perry is getting lost in the reverb-drenched grooves. It just seems a strange way to kind of launch forward. Next, though, is one of the highlights, I think. And where is our friend Chet Atkins? Chet Atkins here. He did not show up in Volume 5. He's an incredible guitar player, and he does a medley of the Coventry Carol and God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. And it's on acoustic guitar, very intimate, quietly profound versions. Chet was an amazing guitarist, and it's a lot of plucked guitar here, especially on Coventry Carol, but it's very affecting, and it's in a quiet way, it holds your attention. It's almost like a new age treatment, but Chet could pretty much do it all. He was very good. Then we go with the Robert Shaw Chorale. Robert Shaw Chorale down here. I Saw Three Ships. It's just also the choir and the orchestra playing. This one's more fun than the Robert Shaw track from Volume 5, but it's also nothing too remarkable. I Saw Three Ships. And then we move on to Harry Belafonte with the 12 Days of Christmas. How does Harry handle one of my least favorite Christmas songs? Well, the good news is he keeps the tempo up. And so the song's going to fly by about as quickly as it can. And that comes as a relief. And it's a sprightly version, and he does a fine job with it. It is funny how he elongates the 5 golden rings line. I mean, I think that's what you're supposed to do on that song, on that line, but he invests with a lot of like mock drama, and I think he clearly is enjoying himself when he sings it. And as lightly as he skips through the song, however, nobody can really salvage this song for me. It's just not a favorite. Then we have Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops with a medley, Joy to the World, Deck the Halls, Jingle Bells, and Oh Come All Ye Faithful. Crams a lot into one song here. And the Boston Pops, they always sound good. They serve up some tasty Christmas treats here. It's a little bit like a sampler. And that being said, though, it's really not much more than easy listening background wallpaper music. There are a few nice transitions and tempo changes that do keep the interest level up. So like some thought was put into the arrangement of the medley. Moving on to side 2, just like we did with the last volume, Henry Mancini leads off side 2 with a medley of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, Deck the Halls, and Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Well, we already encountered 2 of 3 of these songs on side 1. Come on, RCA. Who picked these tracks? Like, you're just mailing it in by this point. We just heard some of this material by different artists. Like, can we get some more variety going on here? None of this is necessary. This is kind of a waste of groove space, in my opinion. Moving on, John Gary is singing, here's John, Do You Hear What I Hear? It's a great song, but I don't think the rendition is very remarkable. And Robert Goulet's version on Volume 3 is way superior to it. That moves us to one of the highlights of this RCA album, and that is Leontine Price with Ave Maria. Leontine is a singular talent. And the way she sings Ave Maria, it's as if she has come down to earth on a sunbeam breaking through the clouds from heaven. If operatic Christmas music is your thing, if that's how you roll, this is a song for you. It makes you feel like you're in a Gothic cathedral amid candlelight and stained glass. It's a really gorgeous version. It's special. And then we go to with Ed Ames. He had the sleeper hit on Volume 5 for my money, which was The Ballad of the Christmas Donkey. And here he's doing I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. I like Ed's enunciation and phrasing on the song, and he makes me pay attention to the lyric, like when he talks about the dark, evil world that's desperately in need of saving grace. Like he sells it really well. But I still think I prefer Johnny Cash's cover from Volume 4 over Ed's cover. But it's nice. And then the Norman Luboff Choir, they do Silent Night. It's a nice, quiet chorale version of the song. Luboff conducts his choir with a light and steady hand. But there is some orchestration on here that gets in the way. It's a little intrusive in spots. And then the whole thing just gets very, very sleepy and droning towards the end. It's a silent night that's going to lull you into silent sleep. And then we finish with Perry Como. Just like Volume 5, he started and finished the same here. He's the closer, and he sings Little Drummer Boy with some help from a children's choir. It's very dangerous to hand the mic to Perry after such a quiet and sleepy cover of Silent Night. I mean, is anyone awake? Will Perry rouse them for the close of the album? Not really. It plays out more like a dream song that comes to you while you're in the alpha state. It's kind of cool at that level, but this is the sort of album side that's going to make you just drift away. So to recap, it's the Very Merry Christmas Volume 6 is probably the sleepiest of the Very Merry Christmas albums so far. Yes, it's soft, it's gentle, it makes for easy listening. But it's lacking in the sprightly accents that we get in the better compilations. I don't see a whole lot of improvement over Volume 5, I'm afraid. It is nostalgic for me because I did listen to it a lot as a child growing up, but I'm not bringing it with me to the desert island, I'll put it that way. Having said that, there is something kind of charming about it. If you want to be in a quiet mood, and you'll enjoy Volume 6. See this one a lot also in the used bins, but these two RCAs, Volume 5 and Volume 6, are not particularly special. Go with Volumes 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Anyway, hope you liked the review. If you have comments, memories, questions, song reviews of your own, please share them. I hope you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like it, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time for Volume 7, coming soon. Thanks.